Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to episode 25 of the Journeyman Worldwide. And as you can see, the screen we're looking at means a certain something. No, I haven't become an astronaut. I'm not living on the space station. But we have found a new club. We've joined a new club. I haven't done anything with that club because I wanted to take you through it and we'll learn together what sort of mess I've got myself into. No, but seriously, this is exciting. Just to say, you know, I know the last couple of episodes have been a bit sort of negative and stuff. I never mind. I quite enjoy, in a weird, perverse way, when we're struggling to make it, like the Aston Villa, say, for instance, really struggling for the survival in the Premiership and all that sort of stuff. It gets annoying, you know, and sometimes you get annoyed by late goals and stuff. That's why we love Football Manager. You've got to have the lows if you want the highs. But I think the reason Harmony sort of pissed me off a bit was because in the actual game, they were broken. Those wages for regens and stuff like that. So that annoys me much more because that's not football related. That's not just struggling with a small team. That's a broken thing within the game. So we're out of there. We're out of there. I'll tell you what happened in a minute. But first, I'm going to show you the club. So welcome to planet Earth. So let's zoom in a little bit and see, shall we? There's Australia. I'm going to test my geography here. That's definitely Australia. There's some islandy bits. Are we going to China, maybe? Bit of Russian? We're not going to Europe. People seem to think I'm going to go to Europe in the next, say. We're not doing Europe yet. It's going to be seasons away before I haven't even got the European leagues loaded up, other than England, and that's just for English players. I don't have so eventually we will head back to Europe, but this is worldwide. We're going other places, so are we going to go to China? Maybe India? Back to India? Cambodia? We're not going to Cambodia, spoiler alert. A bit of South Korea, maybe? No, none of them. Are we going to... Oh, okay, we're moving over to Africa. Okay, lots of big countries there. Back to South Africa. Have we got another team? No. We, my friends, are off to this bit of the... I've got to find them again as well now. That's going to be interesting. We are off to this part of the world, South America, for you stupid people that don't know this is South America. We've got Venezuela. We've got lots of big leagues here. Peru. I had some job interviews in Peru. I had a lot of job interviews. We had slight issues because of the amount, like, I was just getting blamed for bad finances constantly, despite that never being my fault. Bolivia. We got French Guyana, I don't think that's in the game. We've got Paraguay, we've got Uruguay, we've got Chile, we've got Argentina. There, Brazil, obviously the big one. There are some big leagues here, my friends. And we are going a little bit south, a little bit more south. We are going to the south, but no, we are going, my friends, to Uruguay. I'm really excited about this. Because for me, it feels like a league where you could get the next Luis Suarez, or Cavani, or even at a push, Diego Foreskin. That's the three most recent famous Uruguayans I can think of. Or what's his name? Liverpool defender. Yeah, that one. Tall bloke. Pretty shit. So we are off to Uruguay, my friends. But where in Uruguay? Where could we be going? I've got to get my geography right. So we got Montevideo, or Montevideo, as it's pronounced. So they speak Spanish in Uruguay, which will help when we get to that stage in our careers. We want to go back to Europe if we already effluent in Spanish. So here's Uruguay. Here's the capital. So all the top division clubs in the entire country are all in the capital. Except one, I think. That might be old news. There might be more than one now. But I'm pretty sure there's only one that's not in the capital. And that's where we're going. Because, you know, we're not going to get a big team. Come on now. Have you seen my record? We are going... Where the fuck is it? Up here somewhere. To Mello. Oh, yeah. Just for those fact fans amongst you, Uruguay is the first country, or Uruguay, I'm going to call it Uruguay because that's what I've always called it, is the first country in the world to completely legalise recreational cannabis use. That's not the reason I went there, but, you know, it helps. So we're going to Mello, so let's zoom in. It's a pretty big city. It's one of the largest cities outside of the capital. Pretty built-up area here. They've got a zoo. I've already found the zoo, so we'll be popping to the zoo one day. As you can see, but it's lots of squares, okay? But we need to find the football ground. And if memory serves me correctly, hang on, let's quickly go to the zoo. There's the zoo. Looks nice, doesn't it? Got a lake and shit. Got a nice river running through it. But the football team is up here, my friends. Bow, bow, bow. There it is. There is this sexy beast. At least they've got grass. It's a little bit brown, but it's better than previous. It's the this stadium. I've got a name for it. But let's zoom in. Let's have a look. Look at this weird shitty thing there. What's that all about? Okay, let's have a look, shall we? Boom. Here we go, my friends. Welcome to Estadio Municipal de Football, which I think just means Municipal Stadium of Football. It's and cap. Good. So it's not got the best title, but we've got lots of sponsors. I hope we're getting money for all this, right? Right. There's a little dude on the street. All right, mate. How's it going? And you can't really see from here. You can see this weird arch just the other side of the stadium. But we'll have a look at that proper later on. Can we get a look in? I don't think we can. There's like a running track, it looks like, around the outside. But look, that stadium bit looks quite impressive. There's a proper stand with a roof and everything, and a truck. That unfortunately, there's no men pissing or women selling oranges, which is always disappointing. We've got some... What's this place here? What's that? Is that... I don't know what that is. Is that a shop? A hotel? I don't know. But we've got stuff on the road next to it. We've got this place. Nice little house. I think we need to find somewhere local to live. I don't know what these places are. But, you know, it looks nice. They've got lights and everything. You know, this is pretty good. Oh, hang on. What's this selling? Hello, mate. What's you up to? That looks dodgy as fuck, doesn't it? Okay, they sell... Is that football stickers? It's a football. They sell, like, snacks and shit. There you go. That's our official shop. That's our official merchandise shop, I think, for the team. That's amazing. What's this on here? I don't fucking know whatsoever. Let's have a quick look down if there's anything else interesting. That's just literally a greenhouse. We've got any other shops? This looks like a shop. Oh, where have we gone there? Can we go back there, please? Oh, wait. Restaurant. We've got a couple of dogs. We've got some panchos. I love a good pancho. And $60 for a kilo. Or chorizo. Is that $148? Fucking hell. And is this a motorbike? Is that motorbike for sale? Right, okay. It's an actual motorbike sort of shop. Repustos. Sweet sub. Oh, there's a big shop over here. I'm getting carried away with this now. Sorry, you're all probably getting bored, but I'm... A bed shop. Is that a bed shop? Next to the tractor tyre shop. So we've got all the basics. We've got all the basics. It just seems like they sell... Oh, they got normal tyres as well. A dude, he's got something there, which is great. You're legally allowed to... grow 6 cannabis plants or buy 40 grams a year at the government price of $1 a gram. And oh, hang on. Hello. Excellent stuff. We've got another. It's got a tombola. I don't know. And they've got keenies and I can't really see what that is. Is that like some lottery numbers? Holy Junga. Okay. If you know any of that shit, let me know. Also, if you want to post links to houses in the local area, that'd be fine as well. So we can, I want to live local to the stadium. We've got to make this work because the interview's already hard enough as it is in the game because of our somewhat lack of success and getting screwed over a little bit as well. So if we look at where they are in the league... let's look. They're in the fucking top division, which is a fucking miracle, my friends. Look, we're in the top Primera division of Uruguay with the big boys. We are not one of the big boys. We're currently bottom of the league. That's fine, because if this gets our foot in the door, then I'm all good. So there is an opening stage, and which is 15 games. We all play each other once, which is weird. And then there's a closing stage, which we're just about to do. I don't know. I don't understand why there's an opening and closing stage. We'll have a look at the rules quickly. I'll have a look in more detail off. But 15 games, teams play each other once. No more than 3 foreigners playing in the playing 11. Okay, that's nice and concise. It makes sense. We get that. Players sign on free transfers can be registered anytime. Brilliant. Only players registered for league matches. Okay, yeah. 7 subs, no trialist. So a total squad of 6 foreigners. You really don't need that many if you're going to only play 3 because they're usually quite high sort of wages. But it means you could go 4 to mix it up a bit. Players can be registered from 1st of July, which is yesterday. So we're in the transfer window. Lovely stuff. And then so it's like a window before each thing. Goal difference. The bottom 3 teams from the average points table are relegated to the 2nd division. The bit I don't get is why have an opening and closing stage then? If it's then just aggregated into just have a league table, or am I missing something? Standard band stuff, transfer, wage rules, £140 minimum wage for players 21 years older and up. That's all good. Let's have a little welcome. I haven't done literally anything. I've had a quick look before I joined to make sure. I'll tell you the story of what happened, though. So I was still at Churchill Brothers, and I thought, I'm not going to quit. I'll just try and find another job. So I wasn't declaring interest. I was just doing sneaky emails, as you do. I went to a number of clubs, various clubs. I was desperate, as you saw. We were desperate to get out, weren't we, right at this point? I would have taken any other club that wasn't broken like that one. So I was doing a search around, and then one of the clubs, I can't even remember where it was or what team it was, but they said, oh, we'd love to offer you the job, but we can't afford the compensation because I had a year and a bit left on my Churchill Brothers contract. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll quit. So I went to the board and just resigned. Instantly resigned. I just wanted to get out. Applied back for the job, and they didn't even give me a fucking interview. It's like a bloody trick. I can't believe it. And it was only like the same day, I think it was, literally. Oh, I was a bit annoyed about that, but that's fine. But I'm on £1,000 a week, my friends, and we've saved money. If we can look at... here's my profile. We are 1 star now. We have a C licence. Let's see if we can start a coaching course. I'm not sure if it's going to be likely. Yeah, we're not in the best financial situation. It was kind of a needs must get out of a broken team. Let's... But if this gets my foot in the door, even if I can go to another club in 6 months or whatever within this team, that'll be fine. Is there my total earnings? Where's my earnings? Total career earnings, 110 grand. Let's assume I've lived at cheap rental places for the entire time. So I've only, let's even optimistically, 20 grand. So I've got I'm going to buy a house. We're going to buy a house because that's how committed I am to this club. Let's have a little welcome. Hi, Loki. Hello, Hector Morales. Has he got like white? Has he been snowboarding or something? Because he seems to have white around the eye. Okay. Welcome to, I think it's Cerro. Let me know, anybody. Cerro or Kero or Sharo Largo. I'd like to take a few minutes of your time to welcome you to the club before handing over to your assistant manager. Thanks, let's get started. Have been around for a while, and it would be good for you familiar as I said. Yeah, so basically, I think I've got it on the Wikipedia. The team are one of the youngest in the league. They're 2002. They were created in 2007. After an excellent campaign in the 2nd division, the club was promoted for the first time in their life to the top division, where they played 2 consecutive seasons. They are actually competing in the Uruguayan Primera division for the 2nd time in their history after beating blah blah blah. So they're in the top league. All is good. Yeah, we better hold a press conference. Thanks. Juan Furtado. Are you Nelly's husband, father? I've got some crazy... Okay, yes. Agent offers. I don't like these agent offers because I don't like the way it throws it into the scouting thing. And, I don't want them. Friendlies, you can do that. Opposition instructions. I'm not going to let my assistant do it this time. We're going to smash this. Press conferences. No fucking way. Oh, did I just say yes, I want to do them? Oh, I just did as well. Yeah, use the same tactic. Team talks, no thanks. Training, I'd do that myself, thanks, mate. Okay, great. Love having a lovely time. Injury update. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. So you've got some cruciate ligaments, ankle ligaments, more ankle ligaments, torn thigh muscle. Okay, that's fine. Twisted ankle. That's all good. Players currently unhappy. Only one. And he looks like a top player. We're going to look at the players in a minute. There probably won't be, just to let you know, if you haven't already guessed, there's probably not going to be any games today, obviously. This is just getting to know the club. So if you don't want to watch, just don't fucking watch. You're probably not watching by now anyway. So we'll keep the... let's not... We've got to gel with the team, okay? Dynamics is going to be massively important. So keep the same. Don't rock the boat first day in the job. We'll have a look at all the facilities in a minute. Okay, there's lots of red, but there's also a decent amount of green. Remember, we're halfway through the season, so there's going to be lots of these red ones where we're conceding goals and shit. We'll fix all that. Yeah, we'll fix all of that shit. So let's have a look at the finances. So 36 grand in debt, which is not too horrific. It looks like we're doing okay. Like, it's not like we're one of those teams that starts with money and then just, ski slopes it off. We're only spending half our wage budget, which was a big thing for me. We've got no transfer budget, but we're not going to be looking to buy players anyway. So we've got 7 grand a week to spend, and a little bit of scouting budget as well, which is amazing. So I'm very, very happy with that. That was one of the main things I saw, was like, oh, lots of room to manoeuvre. I'm liking that. Job security is good. We'll look at what they expect us to achieve and all that sort of stuff. Here's the club. So basic training facilities, basic youth facilities, but a national reputation. Really good. I did have an interview at this club, which is amazing. Canadian Soccer Club. They've even got a Canadian badge. They're actually worse than us, though, so suck it. Should have taken a punt on me, because I'll prove you all wrong. I don't know where the positivity has come in, and we'll worry about that. So competitions, here's the league table. So we're bottom, which is fine. And we've got the Uruguayan Intermedio, which is like a weird cup league competition with 8 teams in it. I've got no idea. That seems weird, but okay, I don't mind it. It's something a bit different. I'm looking forward to that. This is our current form. Obviously, I haven't done anything, so just picking up the few wins here and there. Oh, it seems... Oh, maybe that's why. Opening stage of the season, and then we have this big, weird league cup competition, and then we come back on the 22nd, the 8th, and the league... Okay, I'm with it. Oh, that's quite cool, because you can almost use this as almost our friendlies to get the team up. I know people say, you can arrange friendlies and make some money. That's not how I play it. Let's have a look at the staff. We have staff, which already a step up. We have people in the club. We have an arse man. Everybody loves an arse man, don't they? Let's have a look. Is he any good? Juan Furtado. Good man management. That's not too bad, to be fair. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that, mate. You can stay for the time being until I cull you when I find somebody better. Let's have a look at the squad then, shall we? Before we look at the squad, let's look at all the competitions that we're in. So the Primera Division, bravely against relegation. See, this was another reason I was okay with it, because they don't expect much. We might even keep our job if we get relegated. And if we stay up, that'll probably just be enough to boost our reputation. And then we've got the Uruguayan Intermedio. I love this one. Attempt to be competitive. How do you not attempt to be competitive? Like lose every game 7-0. And then if we look at the faculties, we have a 9,500 seater stadium, which we're paying £3,000 rent on every year. It's owned by the local council. It's a council stadium. That's good. And we've got okay facilities. Why is this all mashed together? That's horrible. Youth stadium is somewhere else. Junior coaching, youth recruitment, average junior recruitment, fairly basic. I want to improve that. If we get any sort of money, that's where it's going to go. I'd love to produce youngsters. So let's have a look at this squad, my friends. Remember, we've only spent half our wages, so we can double this up if we wanted to. The only thing I really checked was when I was doing the job interviews was, is anybody on ridiculous wages for how shit they are? And no, unless they're in the reserves. Maybe I might not check the reserve team. But we've got a guy retiring. But who's this guy? He's unhappy. Okay. So we've got an 18-year-old. Okay, you're going to get a chance in the first team, mate. Do not worry, my friend. Okay, we'll sort all this out. He's probably going to come back to me in a minute. But this guy looks pretty tasty. And he's got 6 months left. Okay, we need to give him first-time football because we need to offer him a new contract. Okay, so that's like thing number one. He looks decent. We've got a listed guy. We'll just look at the sort of key men for the time being. I'll do a proper squad review because we might get rid of a bunch of these. So this is our main man, Horatio Sequeira. He's got a picture and everything. He's only 24. Looks like a decent striker, to be fair. 15 heading, but only 7. I hate that when you've only got one of the stats needed to be good in the air. But they're still good. Good decision-making, composure. Finishing is the only letdown, but he looks a trequartista. Looks like a decent player, actually, to be fair. And he's going to improve. And he's got a year and a half left on his deal. He's wanted by, I'm assuming, some bigger clubs here. So let's just straight away. We don't want to get rid of him. $500,000. Boom. Chile and Colombia. There we go. That are interested in him. He's local, isn't he? Yeah, Uruguayan. Is everybody local? We've got one Brazilian who's retiring, which is fine. Who's not very good anyway. Bless him. He looks a little bit fat. He's probably come here to retire. And then we've got a couple of other really good youngsters, apparently. They need a lot of work, but it could be potential. 18 years old. Not too bad at all. Ricardo Hernandez and Alvaro Cardenasso. I'm still murdering these names, but he looks got devil eyes. But the names feel a bit easier. Octavio Colo, that's a good name in itself. But it looks like we've got a decent squad, and it looks like we've got missing a sort of left back option just from the quick review. Decent amount of central midfielders. Okay. And we've got players that play multiple positions, which is like look at this guy. He can play in different positions. It's like a football team and everything. Right, before we finish up, let's have a quick look at the reserves. Oh, hello. Hello, Franco Souza. What we got? Ball-winning midfielder. Oh, he's going to need some work, isn't he? He's one of those players you look at and go, he might well be 5-star potential. He's also never going to get there. But nice to know we've got a decent couple of prospects coming through. We've got Brian Medeiros, especially when you've got injury crisis, that you've got somebody here that might not be first team, but if needed, he can come in and do a job. Really good physicals. Under 18s. Looks like we've just moved all the decent under 18s to the main squad, to the reserves, it looks like. But that is a decent... I'm quite excited about this. We've got a good young team, a bunch of really good youngsters, like loads of really good youngsters, not too many oldies at all. The only one is this guy who's leaving anyway. What's his teamwork? What's his leadership like? Is he our captain? But I'm liking this. I just want to see what my assistant manager... I always like to do this, is to see what my assistant thinks is the way to go. Ooh! Okay, that's fruity. It's nice when the assistants come up with something a bit different to go with. Okay. Although I'd prefer... If the fullbacks are going to be our width, therefore need to be more attacking, I'd prefer to go with more like a narrow diamond. I don't know how, like squad depthy stuff. I don't think we've got many out-and-out wingers. Let's just go with like old staple of... Yeah, we're lacking lefties. We've got plenty of players that can play right. I'm thinking narrow diamond. I've not really played it in FM18 at all. and I'd quite like to give it a try. But I'll play when I do that as well. We're going to be looking. But what do you think of the narrow diamond, guys? Just an idea. I know in the last couple of episodes, a ton of you have been sort of giving me suggestions about tactics to use. Oh, you're doing this wrong. You're doing this wrong. And I do read them, and I occasionally take something on board. But I like to do it myself, and because if somebody said, "Oh, play this. You need to play a 4-1-3-2 with attacking." Like somebody gave me that, and then I used it, and it was brilliant. It kind of like, I might as well just be going to downloading tactics, right? Or spending hours on them myself or whatever. Okay, we're creating chances, which is fantastic. We've got 6 good right wingers. We're not playing with wingers. We might not be. I don't know yet. I have no idea. We've got a good goalkeeper, good left back, good option at centre back. What's the negatives? Okay, we're conceding too many goals. Shit away. 4-2-3-1 hasn't been very effective. Have been vulnerable playing against 4-4-2. Could do with just more than play left, but yeah, we know you knew that. That's not too bad. That's a lot of this is fixable stuff. 10 of the 32 assists have come for the left side of the pitch. Ranked 13th with goals scored at only 20. Pass completion rate is 65%. That's not great. Our top goal scorer only has 4 goals. Our key man, 20 starts, 4 goals. Mate, why are you working on dribbling? Why are you working on dribbling? And also inside, because you're working as an inside forward as well. Okay, well, let's just have you working as that for now. And finishing. Right, is there anything else we need to look at before we finish up? There's no transfers. Let's have a look. I always like to do this because with this new scouting setup, it's very different when you go into each club. Like, normally you go player search and it'll be like all the players in your database pretty much. There you go, or a massive amount of them. But with these tiny little clubs with the new scouting system, it can often be different. Like, let's just look at how many players will join us that I know about. We have a list of 602 players, which is a massive increase. So hang on, this guy would join me, 875 grand. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that would be an improvement. Oh, why am I even looking? What? He would bankrupt the club within a day. What sort of wages is he? Why am I looking? I'm still looking. Stop looking. Stop looking at players I can't afford just because that's just torturing yourself, isn't it? Right. I think we're going to be done there, my friends. Next episode will be, hopefully, a very interesting transfer special. I'm going to spend a bit of time on this one. We've got to get this job right because we need a success story if we're going to make our way out. Otherwise, we're going to be scrabbling around the lower leagues of random countries for the next 15 years, which in a way would be fun, but I think we need to really go for this now. So let me know what you think of the club choice or any information you've got. We've got a proper badge. They're an actual football club, which is always a bonus. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.